This guy is indeed jealous of Sam Sulek. He is indeed jealous of Sam Sulek. Yeah, he is. He is. It doesn't matter what he says, how he gonna defend himself, that he's not jealous of Sam. He is jealous of Sam Sulek. Are those one hypocritical people who are busy hating on you, jealous? They're hating on you, but low-key playing it safe so that you feel like, no, they are not hurting on Sam, they're just how they are. Yeah, they just like Sam, they just like to talk about Sam. But he is literally throwing a lot of shades whenever it comes to Sam. And I have read into it, and I have seen it, and I've come to conclusion that, this guy is indeed jealous of Sam, because he's been putting Sam into a bad space, and then make a saddy comment like, hey, Sam is great, Sam is a good guy, Sam is this, Sam is that. And then we as people, we already consume the bad one, and then we just now, okay, so Sam is that, Sam is that. And this guy is literally using Sam. And yeah, we're gonna talk all about that. Sit around and we'll go through this. So I choose one video where he claims that he's not jealous of Sam Sulek. So we're going to be reacting on this video just to see what the fuck is this guy talking about. So stay, embrace yourself for this, and let's get into this video. All right.
Perhaps UK Sam would beat Ohio Sam, but there's a different Sam that would beat them. But first, I want to address this. I'm not jealous of Sam. I just read all the...
He's always like that. He's not jealous of Sam. Well, let's hear him out. Yeah, why is he not jealous of Sam? Yeah.
comments. Bro said Coach Greg is jealous of Sam. How am I jealous?
You are, though.
Is there anyone in the world that's a bigger supporter of Sam than Coach Greg? Who has more videos on Sam? I almost have more videos on Sam than Sam has videos on Sam.
So I wanted to be...
You get what I'm saying? That's how he hooks us up. That's how he fed us this lie, telling us that no, he is in love with Sam. He has more videos reacting to Sam than Sam has the video of himself. You get it? My brother, you are busy stealing views. You are busy stealing views. Sam is the popular kid right now, and you need him for those views, my brother. And that's the truth. And that's why you gotta react to him to generate those views. Yeah, that's so why you gotta, you are making money off him, technically. And you gotta say something bad and good just for you to keep your channel going, to keep generating that source of the income. But, hey, let's not go further, yeah? Let's not go further. Let's just listen to the guy. Feel me?
Right at 227 for that wake up, fasted morning after the bathroom wait. And I hopped on the scale and I'm 226.
This time he didn't want to be as flat, and so he didn't carb deplete the day before the weigh-ins. He ate 1,200 grams of carbs. This is 4,800 calories, as well as 12 liters of fluids, distilled, low sodium, and so that allowed him to continuously go to the bathroom. He was as high as 238 pounds, before bed 232 pounds, and overnight he lost 6 pounds, and so he was already underweight.
At 226, I do have a little bit of room to play with by eating some food, so I'm going to do 2 packs of instant oats, which is going to be 40 grams of carbs.
As I said, following his previous competition, if you rewatch my videos, I described that he should be eating more calories before he weighs in, because that way he has more time for his body to absorb all those carbs. I described that he had overconsumed carbs, around 1,750 grams of carbs. No human body can absorb that.
So let's just pause for a minute, because now this is going a long way. So technically he's now telling us what Sam is going through right now. Yeah, which means he's giving us that safe spot. Coach is always like thinking of him in a good manner, you know what I mean? Like talk about Sam in this good, better way until he drops a bombshell, until he drops this bombshell about Sam. So relax, embrace yourself, fellas. And you here. Why this nigga is prepared for Sam.
So Samson Dota, perhaps Andrew Jack, but he's not big enough to eat that much and consume that much, and so someone...
Here we go. It's already starting little by little.
Those carbs had turned into fat, and so this time he gave his body more time to absorb the carbs, and it did in fact pay off. But what it does tell us is that he still has a significant amount of weight that he can put onto his body. Sam can put on way more muscle. And Sam, in order to look his best, he needs to barely make the weight class while being dehydrated and carb up as much as he can. If he's already making weight in the morning without really even trying, then he's giving off some amount of size.
235 stage weight? Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. I don't want to come in spilled over.
You could be talking to him privately about all this, but yeah, he decided to put it on video because, yeah, he has to generate an income out of him.
Which is when you eat too much food and eat too much water, and then you get this kind of just soft look.
Which is a little bit of what he had. He was a little bit softer. He wasn't as crispy or as dry as he was 3 weeks prior. He was fuller. And if you did, in fact, check out the final results, although he did place 7th versus 8th in Ohio, the man who he beat in Ohio actually leapfrogged and beat him at this show. And I do believe it was because he wasn't quite as dry. For Sam, who doesn't have the shape of, for example, a Wesley Vissers or a Mike Sommerfeld, he needs to make up for that with bone dry conditioning. With more size, more conditioning, I think he can do that. And so it was partially a success, this experiment, but also a failure. I do believe he did, in fact, spill over a little bit, especially by the evening finals. And so Sam is going to have to go back to the drawing board, add in at least 6 pounds of muscle for next year.
I have a better question, yeah. I have a better
Barely make the
you all. Does he really have to focus on Sam Sulek all the time? Does he really need a lot of this guy's videos? Does he really need to talk about... If you want to be Sam's personal coach, I bet you could just go to him and tell him like, hey, you know what? Go, yeah, and ask Sam, can I be your personal coach? Or if you want to train Sam, if you know what I'm saying, you could be telling this stuff to him, personal, You don't need to have millions of videos talking about this guy. Today you talk good about him, tomorrow you're talking trash about him. And your thumbnails, by the way, your thumbnails are killing me. Your thumbnails are always dragging views because you have to say something offensive for people to come and then watch the video. And in that video, 50% talk about good how Sam is, and then another 50% how trashing the guy is. You feel me? All I'm saying here, all I'm seeing this guy do whenever he talks about Sam, it's not that you want to lead him into a good thing. It's no. It's just trying to generate an income out of him. That's all I'm sensing to this guy. Yeah, this guy is a scam. Yeah, he's literally a scam. Scamming us, scamming Sam. If you don't see that, you are being scammed for real.
weight class.
Yo, what the fuck is that pose, Sam? Why would you pose like that? Why is he posing like that? Is this supposed to be like Mr. Olympia's another pose? Like that nigga standing there like that. You look fat instead of fat.
Carb up, but not try to carb up as much. Remember, he woke up at 226. He's saying by the time he gets up on stage, he wants to be 235. My experience is that's always too much. If you're gaining more than about 4 pounds above what you weigh in at, most likely some of it is going to be water. And so, yeah, you're fuller, you're bigger, you're thicker. But what you need is the crispy conditioning. And if you focus on Sam Sulek's glutes, yeah, we're going to look at it.
Yeah, bruh, his glute is yeah, Sam needs to work on his
ass. It's not shredded. Sam, he has to work on his glutes. Get in the hip thrust, the RDLs, and dig them in, etched in stone. That will completely change his look. And so you can see his weight cap is 228. He's 235 pounds to get on stage. And as I said, my experience, anything over 4 pounds is oftentimes you're going to have a little bit of a spillover. And so I do think he's over-carbing. And what he needs is actual more muscle. Remember, he consistently is waking up in the morning.
Go tell him that. You should go tell him that. Phone him, tell him, Sam, do you know what? I need you to work on this. I need you to work on that. Sam, this is bad. You don't need to generate money over that kid.
Perhaps he's 227, 228 pounds, and so suddenly he's 7 pounds more than he is perhaps a week or two before the competition. It's too much. You need to be dry.
RIC is there. He can't go full force on calling him out. He can't. He cannot go because he knows that if thing escalated, they might sue this guy. They might sue his ass. Yeah. Just be honest, bro. Tell him that stage presentation, it was shit. And then start calling out the statement. Tell him, no, you know what? Yeah, your performance was shit. Your posing was just too shit. I did not like it. And this and that and this. Just be authentic. Be authentic. Attack the man. Tell him where he went wrong. Tell him where. You don't need to eat around the bush. Yeah, just to tell us the information that you see of him. Yeah, call him out. Yeah, call him out. Call him this. It might even help him, you know. Don't go around the bush trying to be soft, trying to be like, he could have done that better. He could have done that better. No, tell him he did trash. You feel me? That's how you build a good soldier. You tell the soldier that, yeah, you did trash. And you gotta fix that. And you fix that and fix it and fix it. You feel me? And if you are man enough, you could even private message him and tell him that if you want an assistance, because Sam Sulek doesn't even have a coach and he's doing better than most of people who have been coached. Yeah. Most of the others, maybe that's why you're getting jealous, because this kid is kind of moving on his the pace. He's moving way too faster than you guys. You feel what I'm saying? And he's on the right path. Yeah. So don't talk too much, you know, and just show him the points that he is technically missing. Not all the time trash talking him here, trash talking him there. You know why? Yeah. Because now we can see through you that you're talking shit.
UK Sam up against Columbus Sam. UK Sam would win. And that's all I wanted to see. That is a steady progression of show to show to show to show improvements.
And so perhaps UK Sam would beat Ohio Sam, but there's a different Sam that would beat them both.
I've got enough to look forward to.
You see, that's him being sarcastic. If you don't get it, if you don't see it, that's him being sarcastic right there. Yeah, because now he can call him out and tell him that he's too his confidence is way too high. You know, and he's bragging. You could call him and say shit like that. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, you are bragging because he's now trying to twist it. Don't twist it. Just call him out that you are too confident. Yeah, you're talking way too much. You know.
Do right now when it comes to just food. Not doing 2 hours of cardio a day. That's going to be kind of cool.
You may be thinking, well, how is he going to put on all this side? The fact that he just had to say, I'm not going to have to do 2 hours of cardio a day. If you're doing 2 hours of cardio a day, and on top of that, you have to lift weights, and you're doing this in a deficit, well, how much muscle do you think you can put on? In comparison, if he reduces cardio from 2 hours, not to 0, but to 30 minutes, he's got to get in at least 150 minutes of cardio a week. Sam will preach this till he gets blue in the face. I continue to preach this. Guys, you need to keep doing your cardio. Don't listen to that. You're a skitch guy. He's 20.
You are a skitch. You
need more size. He's already got enough. But in the open class, of course, you can't have too much size. Look at the size of these guys. But if you're in classic physique, you don't need that much. Sam needs about 6 pounds. I do believe in one good off season, doing moderate levels of cardio, eating appropriately, not getting overly fat, that he can come back next year at the Arnold's with 6 more pounds of muscle, dehydrate a little bit more effectively, don't come in and spill over a little bit, and come in at his all-time best.
You know, I'll be honest with you, the gym has not been so fun in a prep just because you're not as strong. You're not as freaking just huge lifting weights.
When you're dieting for a show, aside from the reflection in the mirror, seeing yourself absolutely peeled, nothing is fun. You don't have energy. You feel like dog shit. You're not as strong. Every week you get weaker. Your reps go down. The numbers go down on the scale. And so it isn't fun. Now that he's back into his off-season mode, he can slowly put on some muscle. He can slowly reintroduce more calories, reduce the cardio, and every single week gets stronger, which is going to be a hell of a good time.
We still got a few days of the expo.
And now he's talking about how good Sam is doing. Now he's trying to put that. Now he's trying to bring you guys back. You know, he's not hating on Sam. He's not jealous on Sam. So now you guys are going to forget because you're like, now you guys already forget now this guy's talking good about Sam. And then you are like, no, this guy is like a good. He's always telling us what and this and that. But no, he's a sketchy guy. He's a sketchy guy. And I'm watching you, my guy. I'm watching you, yeah. I'm watching you. And I know you're never going to find me.
And then a little bit of Europe travel before heading back home. So I'll just see you for tomorrow. Back to normal.
And so, of course, following a bodybuilding competition, very important to get your blood work taken. You can do this at Algorex. You got to lower the doses. You can't keep blasting. Some people want to...
You got to lower those doses, my guy. Yeah, the man said that.
go the cycle, push the cycle even further, you have to come off or at least go on HRT. Perhaps you need a PCT, go to Algorex. Perhaps you need enclomiphene or HRT, whatever peptides you might need. Remember, it's pharmaceutical, it's prescribed by doctors. There's nothing sketchy or fishy about this. Everything above board, nothing illegal, no
Yeah, keep promoting, my guy.
research, chemicals, and so on. And if you are, of course, natural,
Right now, it's just promoting shit. But all I'm saying is that this guy needs to be called out. Yeah. Maybe this video wasn't the best way by he calls out Sam a lot. But there is a lot of videos. If you check the thumbnail, even the thumbnail can even drag your attention. You feel like, you know what? Yeah, I gotta go and watch. What is this guy talking about Sam right now? Yeah, there's always something. And he even said it himself. He has more videos of Sam than Sam has more videos of himself. My brother, relax. My brother, relax. We see through you. You're trying to make money throughout this kid, and that's a fact. So there's nothing wrong with that. But you gotta be real with it. You gotta go straight to the point. But tell the kid that you're doing wrong, and this is not how it's supposed to be. Fix that. That shit. That stance was wrong. That pose was wrong. Shit like that. Just be honest, man. Just be honest. Be critique. Yeah. Be honest. Be real. You know, call him out the way you normally call other people. Don't try to call him out and then you trying to act like you all lovey-dovey, you love Sam because Sam is this. No, man, cut him out. You know, he ain't got coach. He's doing, you in your mind, you feel like he's doing something wrong because he ain't got coach. You know, just call him out. You know, and we will support you. You feel me? Honesty, we support honesty. Yeah, but what can you call out Sam? Because everything this guy does, it doesn't give you an excuse for you to hate on him. Because he's literally doing great despite being alone and being without coach. But fellas, that's the end of this video. Feel me? That's the end of this video. There's more to come on, you know. There's more to unpack. You know. So there's a lot we need to call out these guys, because there's another guys we gotta call out. Yeah, these guys who are busy pretending, talking shit about bodybuilder, Mr. Olympias, and there's a lot of we're gonna speak about Mr. Olympias. You feel me? Say, but if you knew and you have reached this end of this video, please hit that subscribe button, like that button. You know, subscribe. You know, so that your boy could pull up with more videos, more reaction videos, more intensive videos. Yeah, because we out here, we are calling you out. If you're doing shitty jobs, we're calling you out. You know, that's the journey and it's starting. All right, so that's the end of that.